Hey, Hal here with Independence Fitness Coaching, and we're going over targeting one of the 6 pillars, and we're going to talk about how to best target our glutes when we do a lunge. And that doesn't necessarily mean how heavy we go when we do a particular exercise, but the position that we hold our body in and how we ground and we center ourselves when we go through a movement. So when we get set for a lunge, we can step back, and I'm gonna show you from the side, because that's probably the best way to view this particular exercise. So the first variation, a really easy variation, is if I were to take a small step back, not a giant step back such as this, right? This pulls my hips out of position, but a small step back, and I do my best to drop my torso straight down, and I stand. Now another quick tip too is when I stand, I'm not putting a lot of weight on this not working leg, right? So I'm focusing on the glutes on my left side. So I'm going to try to keep everything in position, looking straight ahead, down, and up, foot down. Okay, so that's a great way to target. Now, we're going to do a second variation, which helps us to really activate that glute a lot. Okay, so it's a little bit of balance, a little bit of stabilization. So now, we're going to step, tap, and lift. And I like to hold for about 3 seconds. So in lifting and balancing, what I'm trying to do is actually find that muscle, find that glute, and contract it, right? So that contraction is going to hold me through the course of the exercise. Final variation, right, is we might want to load up that side that we're working with a weight. We could hold here. I like to hold on the side I'm working. Really helps me to integrate a lot of core into the exercise as well. So I'm going to hold that load, right? I'm going to step, bring it up, 3, 2, 1, and then repeat. I really like 5 reps when I do that exercise. So remember, just go slowly and methodically through all of the movements. Okay, so we want to have our purpose, which is targeting our glutes. We want to have our center, which is really the hips. We want to have our ground, which in this case is the floor. And we want to have a lot of that presence, which is calling our attention to the muscle that we're working. So especially when we're balancing, we want to think about activating that glute.